Why crocodile lives in water and land. Long, long time ago, before trousers and wrapper were invented, when the animals still lived like one big noisy family, all the sea creatures were best of friends. Crocodile, fish, turtle, whale, crab, and even shrimp, they all played, sang, and danced together inside the water. Their life was sweet like fresh palm wine. Every day was like a village festival. They would visit each other's homes. Crocodile would go to Turtle's compound for roasted yam. Turtle would go to Fish's hut for palm kernel soup. And Will, as the biggest, was the village elder, always eating the lion's share of every meal. One shiny afternoon, they gathered for their usual play. They were chasing each other, rolling, laughing, and singing songs that only water animals can sing. Suddenly, something thundered in the water. At first, they thought maybe it was a drum from the nearby village. But no, this one carried bubbles that floated to the surface like balloons. Crocodile's eyes grew wide. Whale paused. Turtle covered his nose with his flipper. Fish nearly fainted from the aroma. It was fat, a very mighty, booming, powerful fat that could scatter a whole town meeting. But who did it? Everybody pointed at everybody. Whale said, with my dignity, do I look like somebody that would disgrace himself with fat? Fish shouted, me, small me. If I try it, won't I just float upside down? Turtle swore on his great-grandfather's shell, if na me, make my shell crack. Meanwhile, Crocodile, who already had small anger boiling inside his belly, shouted, somebody here is lying. Somebody here is carrying bomb inside their stomach. If una not talk true, I go vex. But nobody confessed. The fat smell became worse, mixing with the seaweed aroma, and Crocodile could not take it anymore. His nostrils were dancing, his eyes were turning red, and his patience snapped like dry firewood. Crocodile roared, enough! Since you animals want to turn water into pit latrine, I am going outside to breathe fresh air. He swam angrily, climbed out of the river, and opened his wide mouth to gulp fresh breeze. The cool air slapped his face and entered his lungs like sweet palm wine after hot pepper soup. From that day, Crocodile refused to trust water fully again. He said, these my friends are too mischievous. They can fart today, fart tomorrow, and deny it with straight face. I will not die from somebody's stubborn fat. So Crocodile made a new decision. He would live half in water, half on land. Whenever fat business starts in the water, he will waka comot to the land to catch fresh breeze. But whenever sun is too hot on land, he dives back into water to chill small. And that is why till today, you see Crocodile laughing with his sharp teeth, staying in water and land, because he is still running away from one ancient fact that nobody admitted. Moral of the story. Sometimes it is not good to deny small thing like fat, because you don't know the kind of history you are about to write. Sometimes it is better to step away from quarrel than to fight over it. Blame games never solve problems. Everyone denied, but Crocodile solved it by finding fresh air. Your environment matters. If a place is not healthy for you, move. Even one small act like a fart can change history forever. Unity is strength.